winning the matches early in their season. Then Gadsden got the upper hand. Now Schiller's trying to make it 2 in a row against Kyvan Gadsden, the son of Willie Gadsden, 2-time All-American for Iowa State. And he had an Uncle Charlie that also All-American.
Now we can't forget that 7th place match down there, Steve, because Nathan Burak from Iowa and Morgan McIntosh from Penn State wrestling. Obviously McIntosh, if a win out of him, could help in the team race. And there's 2 young men that have faced each other a number of times here as well.
Have. Yep, they have Penn State and Iowa. I don't know if Burak was in on the duel or not, though, at the Hawkeye.
Well, Burak was out part of the season.
I think so, yeah. I know McIntosh, really. I don't know if he got a tech fall. But.
And, of course, McIntosh redshirted last year. So
Schiller, tough on top. He had Gadsden. This way he defeated Gadsden the last time. He just kept him flat on his stomach.
Yep.
Got a fresh restart. Gadsden needs to get up to his feet and get out. Coach Troy Nickerson in the corner, Kevin Jackson in the corner for Iowa State, Brandon Eggum, and is it Luke Becker?
Yeah.
For the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Luke Becker winning that somewhat controversial title, but he won it fair and square against Brian Snyder.
Yeah. Now here's something that you'll probably not see very often, Steve. You're going to see a whole lot of Golden Gopher fans cheering for a Hawkeye.
Yeah, that's exactly right. They actually will be. You're right. Good observation, Jeff Murphy. They want the McIntosh, or Burak.
They want Burak to beat McIntosh.
To win,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
The Hawks haven't won a lot of matches this round. They haven't moved much. Their point spread anyway.
All right, so our producer's got us all straightened out here.
Are we going?
Well, our talent still. He'll turn producer there
soon.
Tonight. Yeah.
Okay, Schiller, by the way, did get the first takedown if you're rejoining us here. Gadsden in on a leg shot, trying to take Schiller down.
All right, so McIntosh.
No, Schiller gets Gadsden flat on his stomach, spins around, gets the takedown. Now takes the lead 4-1 with 1 minute to go in the first period. So Schiller really in the driver's seat. You know, it'd be big for Minnesota. Schiller wins and McIntosh loses.
Yeah, but McIntosh got a big 2-point takedown right before time ran out in that first period, and he's up 2-0.
And I got to believe on paper McIntosh is the favorite down there against Burak.
Yeah.
Anything can happen, obviously. This whole tournament's proved it, you know.
Absolutely. Well, Burak out immediately in the second period within 6 seconds. And so those 2 back on their feet.
Gadsden getting back up to his feet here. He was in scoring position, but Schiller's so mat savvy. Now Gadsden's out. 1 minute, 26 seconds of riding time in favor of Schiller in this 4th, 5th, 6th match of the year, whatever it's been, half a dozen or 5 of them.
Yeah.
It's been a lot, so they've been going back and forth. Schiller's I'd say the last 6 periods, Schiller's kind of been in the driver's seat a little bit, not by much, but winning by a point in their last match. Gadsden trying to do a throw-by against Schiller.
I'm not sure they've had any matches this year where one's beat the other by more than a point.
Yeah, good job, Jeff Murphy. Yeah, they've always been a sudden victory or overtime. The first match I did get a witness. It was at the Dr. Harold Nichols Open there.
Although I would suggest that Gadsden hasn't beaten a lot of people by more than a point this year.
Yeah, he's not known to get big point spread. So
Schiller kind of the same way.
Yeah, that's true about Schiller as well. He, unless it's a real inferior opponent, he doesn't score a ton of points.
So Schiller out immediately in the second period.
5-2. Gadsden needs a takedown here big.
Nothing happening down on that 7th place match.
Instead, Schiller's in on the leg against Gadsden. Spinning Kyvan around. He gets the trip and the takedown. And Schiller's got the upper hand, guys. This might be the biggest point spread yet.
Yeah, well, and Schiller's just on the verge because he's got riding time, too, that if he can get a few more points, he could earn a bonus point.
7-2. Gadsden needs offensive points to win it or to keep it from getting bonus points for the Golden Gophers.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Maybe even the Penn State fans might be cheering for Gadsden.
I would think so. With 1 minute and 30 seconds left in that second period in this 3rd place match, there's a lot of time. If Schiller gets on his horse, he could earn that major decision. Of course, Gadsden's going to fight him on that, but we've got some blood time out down there in the 7th place match. That's still 2-1 in favor of McIntosh over Burak, but
Schiller's really brought it. They're both juniors. I don't believe Schiller's a senior either. He's back next year.
Yeah, I'm quite certain he might even be a sophomore.
I think he's a junior. I think they're both the same, but
Okay.
I could be wrong. I know this much, that Gatson could get an extra year maybe at the end. They've talked about a medical red shirt. What he wrestled his freshman year, one match, or
Yeah.
I forget the situation, wasn't very many.
First match, I think, and got hurt right out the gate.
Yep. Up on his feet is McIntosh, but Burke doing a good job of riding McIntosh right now down there for the Iowa Hawkeyes. And
But McIntosh comes around
reversal
on
or
the leg.
not.
Gonna be, well, maybe not, but we'll see.
Burak with his hips trying to come around. And
No, Burak's still getting riding time, which is not a factor at this point, but you never know, could be.
Kyvan Gatson just having a hard time getting up to his feet here.
So they go back to the center of the mat, and no change in that 7th place match. Burak still on top. McIntosh still on the bottom. Minute and 33 seconds left. Looks like Gadsden's going to slip out for one.
7-3 now, so Minnesota's still trying, I'm sure, to get some bonus points here, but Gatson makes it a little more difficult anyway.
2-1 lead, but if Burak could ride out, well, that ended that whole deal. McIntosh out with the escape, so it's 3-1 right now. 3-1. Hey, look who's here.
Jake Herbert's going to join us. This is going to take us up a notch.
Yeah, absolutely. Take us up.
Going to take us up a notch once Jake shows up.
I don't know how many more notches we can go up, man, with these rounds that we've been having here. This is nuts.
Had some fun, haven't we, Jake?
Yeah.
Welcome to the show. Appreciate you joining us here today, and thank you for getting on Takedown Radio. I know you've been with us since the get-go. Even baked Scott a cake, maybe.
Mike Tamalo. That gets confusing.
Is that what it was?
I can't take credit. Scott always confuses. I'm a little insulted by that, him confusing Tamalo with me. But no, Tamalo is a baker for sure. He got really into it his sophomore year, and
Scott talks about it.
Yeah, I know he does. I'll take the credit. Why not? I'm sure it was pretty good too.
Yeah, I'm sure Scott ate the cake. So I can promise you that.
How about Minnesota coming back with these bonus points
Big
here?
time.
Huh?
Steinhaus, that was a big match, wasn't it, Jake Herbert?
Well, it's
Steinhaus getting the bonus points
Tech
there.
in there.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Tech right there. And this is a huge one down here with McIntosh and Burak going at it too.
Yeah.
It's made almost, the team race being this close has made it that much more exciting and fun.
It is.
Because every single match, that Storley Brown match in the Conti semis, it's huge.
This is good,
Yeah.
Back and forth, back and forth.
Exactly. And I mean, I don't know. It just seems that Minnesota and Penn State seem to be distancing themselves from Okie State. I know Okie State has 4 in the finals.
Right, yeah.
But
Cowboys going to have to try to score their points this evening.
Yeah, but for them to try to win all 4, they got some tough matchups there. Beating guys like Howell, Taylor.
Yeah. I just don't think that's going to happen.
I'm a little biased there,
Freshman for Northwestern. How cool is that? I'm freshman in the finals.
I can't wait to be just
Pretty
a distant
sharp.
memory of somebody that used to be good, like with Northwestern just having
they'll always
5 or
remember you.
6-time ones. Yeah, I'm excited for that.
You'll always be remembered.
Yeah, Drew's
There's no
doing a
question.
fantastic job with that program.
So Penn State with a big win, 3-1 for McIntosh over Burak. So Penn State picks up another point, and they move that much closer.
Oh yeah, and they need it. And I'm sure they're going to be looking at Ruth and Taylor tonight for those bonus points.
Yeah, they will. Oh, it's going to be important for them, won't it?
Oh yeah.
Penn State now with 101.5, trailing Minnesota by 1.5, depending upon what happens out here with Schiller and Gadsden. Schiller with an 8-6 lead, but a lot of riding time.
Yeah, a lot of riding time. Gadsden trying to throw Schiller. He's trying to get up underneath him. This is like, their 5th or 6th match, and I'd say if Schiller wins this, Gadsden trying to stalk him. Stall warning against Schiller.
Yep. He'll take one more.
Kyvan's going after him.
Yeah, Kyvan's trying to catch him, but he just can't catch him.
Oh, there's Gadsden trying to throw him to the back.
Little too late.
Yeah, so Gadsden comes up short, so I think Schiller's up 4-2. I think they had 6 matches this year. This has been for the tie. Gadsden won a couple, Schiller had won a few, so big wins. Regardless, that's not only big for Schiller over Kyvan Gadsden of Iowa State, but that helps Minnesota in the team race.
Yep, Minnesota should be up now after the 197-pound class, 104 to Penn State's 101.5.
So that's big for Minnesota. And they're having a hard time with the points up there, I think, on this scoreboard. They're used to basketball games here, apparently. So they're having a hard time with that point stuff, huh? Sorry for swearing. I know that's a swear word when you're broadcasting wrestling, saying the word, you know what I just said.
The B word,
The B word, we'll call it, yeah. So, I like that, Jake.
Yeah, so Oklahoma State barring bonus points, has got to win all 4 of their finals matches.
And Marsden too, right?
And Marsden here.
To have it, even an outside chance.
And then everybody else got to lose everything.
Well, the mathematical possibilities of that probably.
I don't know if that's possible.
Yeah, it'd be tough.
Not going to happen, I don't think.
Can it happen? Yes. Highly unlikely.
Yeah.
The likability goes down, so. All right, for third place, you have one of your teammates out there, Jake Herbert.
Oh, yeah, Mike McMullen. I'm hoping he uses that throw I taught him last time in it.
So it sounds good. And McClure in here against Adam Chalfont, like Jake brought up, Jake Herbert joining us. Appreciate Jake hopping in here with us. It's always good to have the famous guys on here besides just Steve Foster and Jeff Murphy. But
that's fun to be able to come down here and get a little better seats, that too.
Yeah, there you go. Good. Join us anytime you want. We've had Reese Humphrey on here, and Sam Hayeswinkle, David Zabriskie we had in. And
so all the stars, man.
Yeah, we got a lot of national champs, Now we got Mr. Jake Herbert in here too, so. But, Telford's got his shoulder all taped up, I noticed here. He hadn't had that before this round, so.
No.
Big slap there against Mike McMullen. 2 of the highly ranked or rated high school preps as far as recruiting going, just not 2 years, just a couple years back was Telford, McMullen. I know everybody wanted him on the team, so.
And Mike McMullen, he's just, I got to say, he's probably one of the most athletic human beings in the NCAAs. I mean, I'm putting them right up there, especially with for his size in comparison.
Yeah.
What he can do physically. I mean, he beat me in a mile his freshman year. Yeah, he ran at 6:01. I got it at 6:03, and I just couldn't. The last 100 meters,
that's amazing.
He was just faster than me. Yeah, I mean, I full out sprint as fast as I can, and his full out sprint is just 2 seconds faster than mine.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jake can move. I'm sure. I got a feeling Jake Herbert can run, but I'm sure he could. He's got good lungs.
You know how
so
scary that is, though, because usually the bigger guys are like, I can just outrun them.
Yeah.
This guy can actually chase you down, and when he catches you, you're not going anywhere.
Yeah, then you're in trouble.
You're going nowhere.
That is so true.
Oh, that's so good.
Mike McMullen, good. And I've always liked his technique as a heavyweight, too. I think he's one of the more technically sound heavyweights.
Yeah, he gets after it. He
mat
shoots
savvy.
a lot.
Knows where he's at all times.
Well, he
very seldom gets out of position.
Yeah, he only started wrestling full-time when he went to college because he always played lacrosse in the off-season.
Is that right? Lacrosse.
Yeah, and football and track. So he's like a 4-sport athlete and all throughout high school.
That's amazing. Yeah. That's the way the Russ Larson is for Oklahoma, the good freshman. I know Mark Cody said he was a great baseball and football player. Now he gets to concentrate on wrestling, but that's a neat statistic to learn from Jake Herbert here about Michael McMullen. Tying that up with Telford, 0-0, 0-0, 0-0.
Now all zeros all everywhere.
It must be in the heavyweight match. Although Zabriskie helped us out yesterday's guys and told us how hard these guys are working.
Yeah.
He said, you might not realize that hearing it from a national champ, but Dave Zabriskie said these guys are pushing and pulling. There's a lot of PSI going on here.
Oh, yeah, and it's so much scarier to try to shoot underneath one of those because that's 280 pounds coming down on top of you.
It's danger.
If you don't get out of the way.
It's dangerous. You get injured.
In this fifth place match, we got the 2 biggest sets of shoulders in all the NCAA
I think
here.
We do, yeah. Mr. Atlas is that we've been referring to McClure,
Mike
Mr.
McClure,
Atlas.
but he may have met his match with Adam Chalfont because Chalfont's quite a specimen himself.
And congratulations to Michael McMullen, but I have to admit that kind of surprised me, that fast pin McMullen had over Chalfont down there. What was 11 seconds maybe?
18 seconds, they said.
18 seconds?
Yep.
Man, that was fast.
Yeah.
Chalfont
shot in a great double, too. That was a great double. McMullen just was able to just hook that leg, double overhook turn, and throw him at the last minute there, using momentum against him. And when you're on your pack at heavyweight, we call that the turtle position, right?
Yeah, that's right, yeah. All of a sudden.
It's kind of tough to get out of there.
Yeah. All of a sudden, you become a terp.
Yeah.
You do. Turtle terp, that is. Chalfont in on a shot. He did get the escape, so he leads McClure from the Michigan State Spartans. But
and McMullen out with an escape early in his match with Telford.
How's Marsden doing down there for Oklahoma State?
Still 0-0.
He needs to pick up some points for the Cowboys. He had a big controversial win against, JT Felix.
Yep.
Down here, stall call with 1 second to go was the difference maker between him and the Boise State Bronco earlier on. So, and his opponent is Johnson from Ohio University of, and McClure and Telford, I know they've met many times, and I can't tell you who leads in the series. I wish I could. I don't know if Jake knows or not.
I couldn't tell you.
I couldn't tell you. I know I've seen them bang heads a lot of times. They've gone after each other. So right now, Michael McMullen leads right now, that is, over Telford, 1-0 with the escape. 1 minute, 3 seconds go in the second period. Just 5 seconds riding time in favor of Telford, so Michael McMullen got out fast.
Yep, down on that 7th place match, Austin Marsden from Oklahoma State with the 1 point escape, so he leads 1-0 over Johnson from Ohio.
In on a shot is Telford. You don't see Telford going down too much. He's about 6'50" tall, so it's kind of hard for him to get down there a lot of times. Kind of like his old old teammate Matt Fields was that way. I don't know if I saw Matt tackle leg much, but he was just so amazingly strong. Yeah, you couldn't move Matt Fields around much. And Telford kind of reminds me of a little bit.
Oh, wow, that was an outstanding move.
Sure technique.
Yeah.
Wow, McMullen with a big whip around for the 2-point takedown on Telford.
Being Matt savvy, knowing where he's at all the time.
That
Michael
is a little
McMullen.
guy move.
That was I don't think I've ever seen a big guy make a move like that before.
And that quick, man, just to go right behind, underneath both arms for that to spin behind. He was in that low single leg whizzer and just kind of took his knee out, went the opposite direction, foot slid right out.
You heard it right here from multiple national champ Jake Herbert, world silver medalist, correct? Back in what year?
2009.
2009, silver medalist for in the world.
2015 future world champion.
There you go. That's what I like to hear.
We were just saying that weight class is going to be great. Who else is in there? Reeder and Foster. You're going to be in that one?
Yeah, well, not for 14, for 15, 16 for sure.
15, 16. Okay, You'll be up there with Reeder, Gavin, and Foster.
Yep, and then, I mean, you got to look at 184 now with Dean in there, with Ruth in there.
Yeah, right.
You know,
right. They'll be coming out.
Who's up don't believe me. I got my eye on these guys.
I bet you do. I bet you do. Jake Herbert joined us, an all-time great. He was a phenomenal wrestler. Love to watch you warm up, boy. When you warm up, you talk about single-minded greatness. Jake Herbert gets in the zone, my friend.
You got to flip the switch.
It is. It happens. Yeah. It gets me excited just watching it. As an old man, I get it. It's like, wow, man, that's pretty cool. How does he do that?
Oh, yeah.
But Reeder's that way, too. Reeder gets charged up for his matches.
Yes,
He'll
he
pace
does,
back
man.
and forth, too. Johnny Reeder will.
And one of the nicest kids, too, out there.
He's a
just
gentleman.
through and through. He's one of the people that I wish he wasn't. I'm pretty sure he's a fiance, but if he didn't, I have a sister.
Yeah, introduce your sister to John Reeder. Yeah,
I'd agree to that.
He's a classy guy. He is. He's helped me with some landscaping out there. He can pick up boulders, by the way. He's helped me out to my house.
Oh, yeah.
Johnny's a good guy.
All right,
So speaking of that weight class, though, Foster's been wrestling good, hasn't he? Clayton, he's been tough.
Really well. Had a huge standout at the World Cup there with wins over Lashkari, who was an Olympic bronze medalist. Another win over Aldaltov, who's defending world champion.
Well, I claim him. I'm Steve Foster, so I claim him as a distant cousin. I'll have to do some research.
Oh, Chalfont.
Talk to us about this.
Well, Chalfont, it was 1-1, and he did. He went for it trying to score the big takedown, and he slipped off, and McClure came down on top.
But Chalfont gets out.
Yep.
So we're back within winning position here, or at least put him in a position to win. Chalfont.
I've been told that a 1-point lead is just a lead in heavyweight, but even a 2-point lead, that's a major.
Yeah,
heavyweights tell me.
Yeah, it is.
Yep.
Especially like Jake Herbert says at this weight class. It's a big difference maker. So Telford and McMullen, no love lost between these two. They've really been slapping each other in the head, going after one another.
McClure with a nice bit of athleticism. Chalfont went in on a single leg, and McClure spun around, almost got behind him again, took him down.
Oh, boy, Chalfont in there, a deep shot. Nice.
Yeah.
And McClure comes out fifth place right here for the Michigan State Spartans and Coach Tommy Minkle. So Indiana Hoosiers get a 6 for Coach Dwayne Goldman for the Hoosiers. So big. Now I want to get the weights out here and see what these guys squat and bench press.
Yeah, man, I'd love to see that.
Absolutely.
If they aren't the two strongest guys in D1 this year, I'd like to know who is. So I bet they got a pretty good squat and bench. What do you think?
They look at it, yeah.
Some big boys.
All right, so we're still 2-1 down that 7th place match. Johnson ahead now, 2-1 over Austin Marsden from Oklahoma State. Both wrestlers on their feet. 31 seconds left in the match.
Marsden a big. Oh, Marsden in trouble here. Johnson getting the 2.
Yep, Johnson with the 2. So
wow.
4-1 now in favor of Johnson with 23 seconds left.
I'm not sure who does the heavyweight coaching for Oklahoma State. When you think about their coaching staff that I know, pretty light guys all the way around. Michael McMullen, big win there for the Northwestern Wildcats. So the Wildcats getting some more points.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, 3-1.
Victorious over Bobby Telford, Iowa, 3-1.
That's not bad finishes so far for Mike. Third, second, third. That's not bad. Yeah, it's not bad NCAA tournament so far.
He's junior, right? He's got another
he's got one more year. I know he wanted it bad this year.
Right.
I know he wanted that shot at Nelson. Because actually all of his NCAA losses before this tournament all came to Tony. Yeah, Tony in the semifinals, or the quarterfinals his freshman year, and then Tony in the finals his sophomore year.
Wow.
Yep.
That's tough.
All right.
I'll tell you what,
Johnson with the win
Johnson
over Marshall.
from Ohio.
Man, so that eliminates Okie State from the team
really
race.
does.
Pretty much.
For the championship. Yep, they can get second still. Well, let's see, Minnesota 104. We know they got a point. They what should that always be, Jeff Murphy? 0.5, right?
Yeah,
you're never going to get 1 point.
104 to 101.5 is what it is.
Oh, okay, so it's 104.
87.
Yeah, wow, what a great team race, huh?
Yep, Oklahoma State's pretty much effectively eliminated. I mean, there could be some outside mathematical chance if everybody would pin everybody, but that looks pretty bleak at this point.
So the two mixed one, McClure and McMullins.
The awesome thing, too, is if you ask any of the Iowa people, they know they're still in it for the team race.
Yeah, they are, and they're right behind us. We've been listening to.
Oh, yeah, they're awesome.
Yeah, you speak of Iowa, boy, they had a really bad round this morning.
They
took it on the chin.
Really tired.
Yep.
They really did. They just looked sluggish and kind of flat-footed.
Yeah.
So Corey Clark beat Peters, and then after that, I'll have to go back to my research, but I'm not sure if they did much scoring after Corey Clark beat Dylan Peters from
St. John
Northern
got
Iowa.
his hand raised with the medical forfeit.
Yeah, that's right. Got the extra 2.
Yep.
That helped him.
But
with
other
the
than that,
extra 2.
I don't think they won a match this morning. So
well, we're going to shut it down, and we'll talk more about this tonight. We start, at 7 o'clock, and it's Jake Herbert. Wow, you talk about finishing strong. We got Jake Herbert, and then we got Billy Baldwin tonight.
Oh, that's a good one, man.
We'll
Billy's the man. Make sure you ask Billy. I had a dream about Billy where I had a single leg on him, and I could not finish it. And I've been asking him to show me that defense, and he hasn't given up the secret yet.
yeah,
We'll bring it up.
Yeah, bring that up there.
Bring it up. I will. That'll be fun. Jake Herbert. So it's bringing the action. Fun to do stuff with Jake. He brings it up a notch.
Thank you guys
Good
very
job,
much
buddy.
for having me. I
Yep.
appreciate it.
good luck in the future, Jake.
No problem.
Okay.
Thank you guys.
Great to have Jake Herbert with us, national champ, world silver medalist, and he's coming out of retirement, right, Jake? You're officially coming out of retirement, so he's gonna. Okay, sounds good. He never retired. I can believe that. Jake Herbert with a lot of energy.
All right. Well, what a great morning of wrestling. To finish off at 104 to 101.5.
Well, nobody's going to want to go home early, that's for sure.
Oh, no. I'll tell you what, how exciting is it going to be tonight? Because, like I said, 104 points for Minnesota, 101.5. 3.5 points separates this thing. 2.5 points separates this thing. And Minnesota and Penn State both with 2 wrestlers in the finals. Oklahoma State, a distant third, still mathematically are in this thing, but for all practical purposes, they're out. They will be, if anything, the spoilers.
Right.
And
yeah,
Penn
they
State
could spoil it for
with Taylor and Ruth in the finals. There's 2 big favorites.
And then Nelson and Ness are bonus point makers often. I mean, Ness is dangerous as can be, and Tony Nelson actually lit his fire. Somebody lit his fire. I think, was it you at Hilton when you went over and talked to him?
Yeah, I told him. I gave him some coaching techniques.
Something's happened because the old Tony Nelson showed up here at the last 10th of the season or whatever it's been mathematically, and he's been on fire. He's been pinning some people, so they're not out of it.
So the Oklahoma State Cowboys, probably the biggest match they've got tonight from a team title is Derringer is going to face Ness.
Derringer and Ness.
They could be a big spoiler there. So,
so
Steve, your assignment, whether you choose to take it or not, your assignment is to go talk to somebody and find out what happens if this thing ends in a tie.
I'll find out. He's in my phone.
There's got to be a criteria somewhere.
The guy with that answer's in my phone. His name is Jake Carl Guyman.
Yeah.
So
if you figure that out, we'll talk about that when we get started tonight. We look forward to a great finals tonight, so look forward to all of you tuning back in. For Steve Foster, this is Jeff Murphy and Takedown Radio on the Mat.com. We'll see you this evening.